Hey everybody, CLARKSIDE here. Today I'm going to be going over the Update 6 patch notes for Titanfall, amending some of my comments from my previous video, and deciding whether I deserve to give Titanfall an apology for some of the comments that I made. It's weird talking about Titanfall as if it's a person, but anyway. So, previous video, originally planned to release it today, so that's the 29th of August, but those patch notes came out on the 28th. I was trying to decide whether to scrap the video altogether or release it anyway, but a lot of it was still relevant, so I just released the video early. I released it last night, and here I am amending my comments Friday, but you'll probably see this video on Saturday because of rendering and uploading and all the rest of it. So, on with the patch notes. One new mode has been announced, and Mark for Death has been made a permanent mode. This is what Respawn have said about Pilot Skirmish. Pilot Skirmish is the new featured game mode. Pilot Skirmish is an 8v8 mode with no AI and no Titans. Due to the difference in player sizes and the rest of the video game modes, Pilot Skirmish will not be among the game modes played when choosing Variety Pack playlist. Yeah, okay, they caved into fan requests of having a pilot-only mode, but I kind of find it a little bit disappointing that one of the things that Respawn have really stuck to is they've made comments in the past saying that, yeah, we built this game around the kind of dynamic of pilots versus Titans versus AI, and yeah, they've caved in on something that they stood really firm on for a long time. But I'll be the judge of this game mode when it actually drops. There's no release date yet for this update, but I'll sure to let you know what my opinions of this game mode are when it gets released. Still no word about that Last Titan Standing Wingman mode or any of the other game modes that were hidden in the game code that were discovered a couple of months back. One thing that's at the top of my list, and I know it's up at the top of a lot of other people's lists, is a free-for-all mode. A 6 or 8 player, I probably wouldn't want 12 players in one map all against one another. That would maybe be a little bit too chaotic, but like a 6-man free-for-all or an 8-man free-for-all, that would be spectacular. Next, we've got Mark for Death is now its own permanent game mode. When we first introduced Mark for Death, we were planning to rotate it out for another game mode after a couple of weeks, but the enduring popularity of the mode convinced us to bring it on full time. There will now be a Mark for Death playlist to choose from, along with custom Mark for Death loadouts to unlock. This is great news. I really enjoy Mark for Death, I've said that previously. It's one of the more fast-paced game modes. It keeps my attention, it keeps me on my toes, you know, it gets the blood pumping. Great game mode, pleased they've made it permanent. I always had a feeling that this might happen, so yeah, nice one. And then the rest of the stuff, it's just minor tweaks here and there. So got added modes for colorblind Titan pilots. Want to buy a burn card? Black market daily deals now include the ability to buy individual burn cards from a limited, ever-shifting stock. These items are in short supply, so prices may vary. Okay, yeah, it's good that they're kind of adding more features to the black market. I said in my previous video that I think they are underutilising it, that there's a lot more potential there. Great to see that. Then next we've got Gambling is for Winners. Roll the Dice is a new ultra rare burn card that gives you the ability to tap into your entire deck from inside a match. This is a Fabergé egg of burn cards, if you will. Yeah, interesting one. They're not entirely forthcoming on how that will actually be implemented and how that will work, but I'll be interested to see it, and I will give you my opinion on it when this update drops. Burn card autofill. Toggle the new burn card autofill option in the burn card menu, and it will automatically fill empty burn card slots for you. Never fight empty-handed again. So I'm guessing this will sort of be a feature for, if you know, it'll be a fail-safe. So even if you manage your own burn cards, that odd match here and there where you forget to add your burn cards in, it'll do it for you. But you can always kind of swap them out yourself if you remember to. Good addition. I like it. Late to the game. Joining late is no longer penalised. If you join a match that is more than halfway over and your team is not winning, a loss will not be counted on your record. If the match is a win for your team, will count as one. We've also added a warning message noting you will receive a loss on your record by leaving a match in progress. Yeah, that's going to be great for people's win-loss ratios. It's always frustrating, you know, joining a game just before the epilogue when like people are starting to quit out of the match because they know their team's going to lose, and you know you're the mug that kind of fills their shoes and get that loss, which you can't really do anything about. Again, great addition, good work. A couple of more significant ones to go. Titans no longer show up on the minimap when they dash. Okay, strange one. A dashing Titan makes a lot of noise, which I would have thought would be detectable, and therefore it kind of makes sense for them to show up on the minimap, but no big complaints there. It's not a game breaker. Titan and Strider melee damage values have been switched to mirror their original design intent. The Titan melee damage order is now Strider, Atlas, Ogre, from least to most. This is also consistent with the hierarchy of damage for the Big Punch mod. I guess you could kind of look at the chassis of Titans as being like boxers, Strider, lightweight, Atlas, middleweight, Ogre, heavyweight. So the Ogre, it would make more sense for it to have the stronger punch, but I thought one of the things that balanced the Strider out previously was that it did more damage, if I remember correctly, like when the game originally launched. But yeah, it was one of the things that could like help you survive, because get people that like rush your Strider and just like pummel it because they know you've got like the less health, and you know the one thing you could do is quit Big Punch and fight back, and yeah, I felt that it could balance it out. But I guess you just got to use those dashes more, you've got to be more nimble on your feet, you've got to avoid those close engagements. So yeah, bit of a weird one, but I can see where they're going there. And then we've got the value for selling burn cards has been doubled from 200 to 400, and some more burn card tweaks. For the black market, we slightly reduced the chance to get rare cards in the standard pack and increase the number of rare cards in the premium pack from 4 to 5. Yeah, I think that's just about it. There's like, this list goes on, but they're all very minor things which I don't really have a lot of interesting things to say on. So I'm gonna wrap this video up now. Before I do, I think a lot of what I said in the last video is still relevant. I do still think that Respawn have got a lot of work to do on this game to keep people engaged. We still want to see King of the Hill, we still want to see a free-for-all mode, we still want to see that last Titan standing wingman mode. Come on Respawn, bring it. So it's been fun hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the rest of it, and I'll see you in the next video. Clarkside out.